Hello, welcome to Kenzie Trends, and I just wanted to talk about kind of the new updates that has been going on within the British royal family and what happened to Prince Andrew's Duke title. So here's the story. Prince Andrew was once one of the most prominent members of the royal family. He had been officially stripped of key roles such as his royal honors and long-running ties due to his ties with Jeffrey Epstein and all the scandals and everything that's been coming out. And recently, there's going to be more updates on that. So back in, I think it was January 2022, Queen Elizabeth removed, and Queen Elizabeth II removed Andrew from his military ties, his royal patronages, and also the use of his Royal Highness from his official public roles. But then recently we got an update 2 days ago about Andrew coming out saying that he will no longer use the Duke of York title and other honors. He's stepping further away from the monarchy just because of the renewed scrutiny and updates that's going to be coming out. So this was really a big deal, especially for the Queen, knowing that Andrew was considered one of her favorite sons. So when she stripped him from using his Royal Highness and all of his military titles, that was a big deal for her because one thing about Queen Elizabeth is that she puts the monarchy first, right? Anything that's going to be shame or bring scrutiny to the monarchy, she completely pretty much nips it in the butt before it even escalates. And that was really big of the Queen. And this is not the first time that she's done it. One thing about Queen Elizabeth, she's very stern, she's very strict, and she's a sovereign. She is the head of state of the United Kingdom, and she puts her country first, and she does everything she possibly can to protect the monarchy. Even if it is stripping titles away from her favorite son. And yes, it did create more of a distance, and it was a very dramatic time period when it happened, but she had to do what she had to do. Now everyone is well, this thing that happened to Andrew, what does it mean for Harry and Meghan? So here's all the connection when it comes to Harry and Meghan. First, when a senior royal like Andrew has to relinquish all of his titles, I think it really sends a strong signal to the monarchy, and it puts the monarchy in a lot of pressure to basically clean house and protect the brand. And it brings a lot of question about how the titles, the honors, the ideas of who is a working royal or now being managed, and what titles mean for Harry and Meghan and also their kids. Andrew, the situation with Andrew, it really adds a broader narrative. If one royal can be stripped of their honors for scandals, then does that include Harry and Meghan? May they face the same scrutiny or restriction of their roles? Because when we think about it, Harry and Meghan are not working royals. They are pretty much private citizens. They live in the United States, and they're still using their Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They're still using their titles, but they're no longer using her HRH titles because back before they left, the Queen actually did not permit them, basically told them they can no longer use the HRH title if they are no longer working royals. And that is called, I think it was the agreement, basically stating that they can't use their HRH title, and also they can be half in, half out. Either you're a working royal or you're not a working royal. It does not work like that. And they agreed to the queen, like, we're not going to use HRH titles. But there have been reports that they are using their HRH titles in private, which they're not allowed to do that. And also, another thing was, before they left, they made an agreement that they won't use their titles for monetary gains. That means like commercial gains, or basically to make money. And few years later, we're seeing that they're using their titles, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, to pretty much for commercial gains, to make money. We've seen Harry do it. We've seen Meghan do it constantly. So it's kind of like, well, this is an agreement that was made with the queen before she passed, and they're still doing this. So what happened? What is that going to put pressure on King Charles to remove their titles? Because, I mean, I don't see the point of using Duke and Duchess of Sussex in United States when that is not even a something that is honored in the United States. Yes, it's more so like the prestige and then the monetary gain that's going to come out of it. And then it's just like, I don't see the point. So it's kind of like, well, what does King Charles do about this? Is he going to caution them? Is he going to remove their titles? I mean, Andrew coming out saying that he is going to no longer use his titles, and that also includes his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson. She also won't be using the Duchess of York. And Andrew's no longer going to be known as the Duke of York. So that title is going to go back to the monarchy. It's going to go back to King Charles, and he is going to redistribute that title as he chooses. So what happens? And the question is kind of like, where does Harry and Meghan fall in all of this? I mean, what is King Charles going to do? Is he going to strip them from those titles? What happens? Is he just going to leave it up to William to do the needful, or to strip them off the titles? Because it doesn't make any sense. It's kind of like, if we want to protect the monarchy, if King Charles wants to protect the monarchy, he needs to clean house. And cleaning house means that remove titles from people who are no longer working royals. And yeah, I say that the king has every right to protect the monarchy and do what's best.